Before we get into this episode, please subscribe to our TikTok and YouTube at The Black and the White Pod. Thank you. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Black and the White Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, with my co-host, D'Angelo. And we got a good one for you guys here today. Once again, another exciting week of football. We got the week 3 reactions. Then we also have the draft of Dynasties, the weekly Roulette Wheel, and our week 4 picks. So, guys, stay tuned to that. D'Angelo's really upset. We're going to be leading off with the week 3 reaction. We're diving straight fucking into it. So, just letting you all know. But, all right, D, you ready?
No. Marvin Harrison Jr., welcome to the Denver Broncos.
Oh, shit. All right, D, starting out. I wanted to jump ahead a little bit in the schedule.
Don't go where I'm knowing you're going.
I feel like this is too big of a game for us to, because it's going to be coming up. I want to hear it now. I've been waiting for your reaction. I want to know what you have to say about the Dolphins and the Broncos. We're going to start with that game first, and then we'll loop back around. So just tell me. I want to hear it. I want to know what's going through your head as a Broncos fan.
It's rough. Garrett Bowles said it best. Since he's been drafted, he's tired of losing. I've seen the glory days, and I'm only 27. I've seen the glory days. The 2015 Broncos, that defense was probably a top 10 defense of all time.
I can't stop smiling.
The crazy thing is the Dolphins' first touchdown. And listen to this, Ryan.
Yeah.
Probably arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL is wide open. Just wide open. Like people just forgot he was there. Touchdown. After that, I'm like, it's gonna be a long day. Something just told me it's gonna be a long day. I went to a bar down the street from my house, came in with my Broncos hat shirt, ordered me some wings. I love me a salad with wings. I don't know why, I just do. And had me some stuffed mushrooms, a lot of sweet teas. And the owner came in, and he just did this right. And he was like, D, I got you. I didn't have to pay the tab. And I was happy, but I would rather pay the tab because that's how bad it was. It was terrible. Our defense looked terrible, of course. You can't blame Russ. He didn't look great, but he didn't look bad. Russ doesn't play defense.
No. That's what I was going to say about the game. Obviously, defense just had a mental breakdown. And, Pat Surtain played terrible. He was getting cooked by everyone. Backup, doesn't matter who it was. And D, on top of it all, what makes this even worse is that they didn't even have Jalen Waddle in the game.
No.
That's what makes this a million times worse.
The Dolphins had 726 yards.
I believe that's a record.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
They're playing Madden. We're playing high school football. They're playing Madden.
It looked like it was on rookie difficulty the whole game.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Like I'm playing my son.
Playing arcade mode.
Their passing yards were 376. Ryan, the Dolphins' rushing yards. Let me read this to you.
Shoot it. Yeah.
350. That is that's Derrick Henry in high school.
Put that in perspective. The Eagles had 250 and 200 in the last 2 weeks.
No, but not almost 400 yards.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Listen to this. Yards per play. A little bit over 10. So they basically averaged a first down per play. Let me continue. They had 30 first downs. They went 5 out of 9 third down efficiency. Total plays 71. They allowed no sacks. And I will say that they only punted the ball once. I will say this, and this is not because of a Broncos fan, but listen, if the Dolphins can, like, no one is Bill Belichick. No one's Bill Belichick. Like, that's Bill Belichick is the only person that could hold Tyreek Hill under 100 yards, 75 yards consistently. But these other defensive coordinators, fuck no. If they just do half of this, they're winning the Super Bowl. There's not a team in the NFL that can hold them. Not the Eagles, not the 49ers, not the Bills. No team in the NFL. Like Mike White came in and threw a touchdown pass.
To Robbie Chosen over Pat Surtain.
Listen, you've seen Coming to America, right?
Yeah, yes.
I'm not calling that motherfucker Robbie Chosen. His mama named him Robbie Anderson. I'm gonna call that motherfucker Robbie Anderson. That's Robbie Anderson. But Ryan, I'm watching the game and I'm just like, the great thing about this America, we can tank for a quarterback or Marvin Harrison Jr. at this point. When you're 0-3, you're not making the playoffs. Let's bring in those developmental guys, practice team, let them get some NFL reps. Somebody, Pat Surtain needs to go down with the injury. You know how it goes. And let's just build for next year now, because it's not happening. It's not happening. We probably need to trade some key pieces like Kareem Jackson. Justin Simmons is getting of the age. Probably need to trade him. He's like 28, 29. And it's time to let the rebuild now. We need to rebuild. And we probably got to draft maybe in the second round, draft or third. I don't think we have our second round pick, but probably draft in the third round, draft a quarterback, give him a year or two, and get Russ out of town. We made a mistake. We were supposed to trade for Deshaun Watson. He's 26, 27. Not an old fuck in Russell Wilson, who's 35. He's out of his prime.
At least right now, I can comfortably say the loss isn't like the losses that the Broncos have had is not because of Russell Wilson. It's been all other factors. Defensively, they're not looking very good at all. And
Week one was a little bit of Russ. Week one.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but like
week two, our defense failed us, and then the refs failed us.
And then the defense doubled what they did last week.
And then week three, the defense like, we're gonna do you one better this week.
Yeah, right. So
they're not even gonna come to work.
Yeah, the Broncos are fucked. I'm sorry, they're fucked. Dolphins, you're right, Super Bowl bound if they can keep this up. Even a little bit of what this is.
Oh, Ryan, fun fact.
I've heard so many fun facts about this fucking game, but sure.
No, not the game, this season.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tua's only been sacked once.
Okay.
That's fucking incredible.
That's pretty good.
Joey B has been hurt so much. Cincinnati police has sent a squad car in front of his house. That's how much he's been hit.
Yeah,
Tua hasn't been hit much.
Let's get off of this game. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Okay, you're hurt. You're really hurt. Let's track back to Thursday. 49ers and Giants. 49ers are the best team in the NFL, still most well-rounded team in the NFL. Yes, the Dolphins offensively are very, very good, perfect almost. But like 49ers all-around team, I think they're the best team in the league. That's all I gotta say. Giants didn't have Saquon. That's it. I mean, they are not a good team. They are going to win some games, not a lot. That's it.
NFL GMs, this is what happens when you draft a running back in the first round.
You don't win championships, unfortunately.
You don't win championships, you're not going to go very far. Outside of Saquon Barkley, that offense is shit. It's so bad watching the Giants offensively without Saquon. It's like watching paint dry. It's so boring.
Yeah. No, it's not good. Lions, Falcons, D. Lions, good team. Falcons, yes.
When the Lions defense comes to play, They're a top 5 team in the NFL. They don't have a good defense, but when they come to play, their offense is so good where it's not if they score, it's when they score.
Yeah.
That's all it is. The Falcons, I had to win a division, but goddamn shit.
They finally
You
got
got to
Kyle
learn how
Pitts
to pass the
involved.
ball.
They finally got him involved. I mean, like Desmond Ritter, look, he went 21 of 38, 201 yards, no touchdowns, no picks.
Ridiculous.
It was the Lions were just the pressure was there. The Falcons couldn't get in rhythm because they couldn't run the ball. Like they had like Bijan only had 33 yards on 10 attempts, like and 12 yards from Algier. Like this was just a ass whooping by the Lions. Like they were able to penetrate, like get on them, and like just they couldn't move the ball, and they just capitalized on this game. The Lions are a good team, and they can win some games for sure. Like I still really think I've got them. I think I've got them winning the division still.
Ryan, don't forget, we talk about this all the time. All the time. They drafted a Drake London.
Yeah.
And Kyle Pitts in the first round.
Yeah.
Back-to-back years.
Yeah.
I think Drake London maybe was in the second round. Was he in the first round?
No, he's the first round. He was top 10,
round.
dude.
Okay, so
he was top 10.
Pitts
was 5. What was London? 7, 8? He's up there, dude.
He is definitely up there.
Drake London. Let's see. What was he? 8th overall. 8th. Yeah. So Pitts was 5 because he was right before, because I wanted Kyle Pitts for the Eagles. And then it was, Drake London, I guess was 8th pick. Dude, like they don't have a quarterback. Like, I don't know.
But it's not that. I just think it's more of you can be more very creative with just what they have. They have a big receiver. He's 6'4".
That's it's scary too. Like they got some like players on that team that are scary. Like Kyle Pitts is a freak athlete. Drake London's got for sure hands. Bijan and Algier running in the backfield.
You don't need them to go. Like it's not like the fucking Vikings with Randy Moss and fucking Chris Carter. Like I'm not expecting that, but God, all this talent on offense.
Yeah.
Granted, you don't have the best quarterback, but god damn, if you stop their run, the game's over. It's kind of like the Tennessee Titans. It's like, a couple years ago, once you stop the run, well, you don't expect Ryan Tannehill to outthrow Patrick Mahomes, do you? No. You won the game.
Yeah. But
that's how I look when I watch the Falcons. They don't look good.
If they can figure it out, then they'll be fine. If they can figure out how to, balance it out, they'll be fine. But the Lions, like I said, I'm very impressed with the Lions still. I think that they are a good team.
Yes.
This was an entertaining game. The Chargers and the Vikings, that was just crazy. Keenan Allen went the fuck off. 18 receptions, 215, 20 targets or something like that. I think he had 20. Trust me, because I saw it in fantasy. He fucking put up 45.
Yeah. America, he is him.
He is so him. This is what happens if he's healthy. And if if Justin Herbert, because like they don't get to play a lot of games together, Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen, because he's always hurt. But now, like, dude, this is what it looks like when he stays healthy. I hope he stays healthy all year. This is a good thing for the Chargers. Defensively, they are not good. Fuck, they're not good. The Chargers. Yeah. They're just not. Well, JC Jackson was a healthy scratch. Trade?
Well, what sucks is Mike Williams is going to be out for the year.
Yeah, torn ACL. I forgot about him being out.
Yeah, they have plenty of talent at the wide receiver position, but this is going to hurt a lot. I just think about it in a way as, why is he calling me? Hold on, we got to just edit this out. Why is he calling me?
Who's calling you?
Right. Fucking my dad. Maybe fucking.
Oh, tell him to go die.
I put it on airplane mode. But I think how much it's one of those things where they just have to keep developing. But Keenan Allen, 18 receptions, 215. He's a fucking monster. He's a fucking monster.
Justin Jefferson on the other side is still like 150. He's basically like averaging right at 150 yards a game right now. Justin Jefferson is like, it's stupid. It's stupid.
And the crazy thing is, and I'll tell you this too, I think what they're saying on ESPN and Fox that the Chargers are going to be in cap hell next year. So they're going to start integrating a lot of these other running backs. So don't expect a lot of Arsen Egler. Don't expect a lot of them. They're going to play them, but not going to play them because they have to integrate these other guys because it's not going to be there next year. You can't get used to him because he's not going to be there.
Yeah, and I think they signed like J.C. Jackson. He was a healthy scratch. I wonder what's going on with him. I know he just signed that contract or whatever, but maybe they're just like thinking about like, okay, maybe we should protect our cap space. I don't know. They might be trying to trade him. I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't heard anything on it, but no, like I said, Chargers really good offensively, defensively needs work. For some reason, Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa can't do anything like they used to. For some reason, they're not getting that pressure. But Packers Saints, dude, what the fuck? What a comeback.
I forgot to tell you,
go Pack go.
So America, I could have won $1,500 if the Saints win by 10. It was 17-0 at one point. The Saints were kicking their ass. All of a sudden, Derek Carr gets hurt. Then bum-ass Jameis Winston comes in and fucks it all up per usual. I
don't even think it was like necessarily his fault, but some reason like the shift, you felt the shift, right? Like when Derek Carr went down, all of a sudden the whole team shift because Jameis didn't play that bad. He was like 10 of 16, 101 yards. So he played pretty decent. You know what I mean? Well, like it wasn't that. It was just like
before Carr got hurt though, Ryan, the Saints were cooked. They couldn't stop the Saints offense. They couldn't. Like they were shredded. Like Derek Carr was tearing their ass up. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden he gets hurt, and it's like, okay, this is why Jameis Winston's the backup quarterback. This is why. This is okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, Jordan Love. Yeah, Jordan Love came out and played, dude. Like he figured it out after the half, and like he's surprising me more and more. But like we shouldn't expect anything different out of a Packers quarterback. You know what I mean? Like the Packers have been good.
Well, they have a great since Brett Favre. They have a great what's the word I'm looking for?
A tenure?
Mentorship. Well, okay. Mentorship for their quarterbacks.
That makes sense.
Because Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years. Jordan Love sat for 2. If you want a great quarterback, there's nothing wrong with sitting back and learning for a year. Fucking Tom Brady played till he was 45. If you're great, you're great. But learn the system. Right. Because I think that's if Alex Smith has that, we'll be talking about Alex Smith in a different light. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Those San Francisco teams were shitty.
Yeah.
Were very shitty.
Oh, yeah.
So he looks good.
Yeah.
I think he needs a number one receiver. They're going to have to go draft somebody next year or go sign somebody. He needs a receiver. He doesn't have that guy. He has a bunch of guys, but he doesn't have the guy.
Yeah, Christian Watson is coming back this week. I'm not saying he's a number one by any means, but he is young. He could be very good in the league. He played decent last year. He looked good. It looks
like his favorite target is Dobbs.
Yeah, Romeo Dobbs. Yeah, he does, and he likes that. He likes that Reed guy, but like he just wasn't catching the ball, man. Like that Reed dude was just not catching the ball. He dropped several things, but either way, they worked out. It made it. They won the game somehow, down 17-0. So, are the Jaguars in trouble? Like, are they like they're 1-2, but like they lost to the Chiefs last week. We're all like, okay, yeah, it was the Chiefs, no biggie, right? Then they lose to the Texans that are already 0-2.
Well, I told you this since week 1, Ryan. The Texans aren't bad.
37-17 is a bad loss.
Young. Well, what I'm saying is the Texans don't equate young to being bad. The Texans are very well coached, and defensively, they're going to get after the quarterback.
Yeah,
and if they keep doing that, I'm not saying they can make the playoffs, but 7-10, I can see it. 7-10, something like that. They look good. They're going to surprise some people this year with some of these wins because they didn't win. They beat their ass.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the Jaguars. I'm concerned for the Jaguars because they got beat so bad. Like, yes, the Texans. I'm not saying the Texans. I don't think they're a terrible team because CJ CJ Stroud has been playing very well. Obviously, no picks. But Jacksonville should not be losing games 37-17. That should not happen. Especially if you're a team that's supposed to be competing. They should not be losing games that much. They got to figure out some stuff, man. That game was not good for them.
No, because the crazy thing is, and this is what I keep telling people, the Jaguars defense, their pass rushes should be pretty good. And I said should be. Yeah, the Trayvon Walker, Josh Allen, that other kid from LSU. But when it gets to their interior D line, it is not that good. And I think that's where teams are running over them a little bit and kind of pushing them around, is because their edge and their linebacking core is fairly good. But that interior D line is not good at all. I don't care what anyone says. I've watched all 3 of their games now, and I am not impressed with the interior D line. It does not look good. You kind of just can run all over them in a way. You can't just granted, the Texans don't have great running backs, but you can see where the Texans are just kind of having their way. And CJ Stroud looks way better than Bryce Young.
Yeah, I mean it's 9 day between them. I think CJ Stroud is Anthony Richardson is very, very good quarterback right now too. Like his dynamic of being able to run the ball is really good, but like obviously he's just hurt. So right now, I mean, if I'm gonna say somebody, it's CJ Stroud winning Rookie of the Year at the moment for me.
Yeah.
I mean, he is miles ahead of the other guys at the moment.
Whoa. That Dolphins rookie.
Listen, that he has one game. He's not the main dude. He's not the main dude there.
But the game before he had it's normally how it is for rookie running backs. They have to integrate you in, because CJ Stroud looked good last week, but this game right here, he looked legit. He's in a race, but that Dolphins rookie, if they keep splitting the touches with him and Mostert, it's gonna be a tight race.
Mostert gets hurt. So, I mean, it could happen. You're right. You can't count it out yet, but I think CJ Stroud's in the lead for sure. But, dude, no, like there's a lot of ass whoopings this week. Like, look at the Browns, Titans, same fucking thing. Like, just an ass. But the Titans are pathetic, dude. They're awful. And like, you and I both were like, oh, Jaguars and Titans for the division, no doubt. Colts, no chance. Remember?
Who do the Colts have a quarterback?
Fuck me, man. Gardner Minshew now. Gardner, the Minshew. But like, dude, the Titans are so fucking bad. And like, Derrick Henry can't do anything. People are saying he's washed up. Bullshit. It's not him being washed up. It's his team. They're pathetic. They're terrible. They're terrible right now. And they have to figure that out. The Browns defense killed the fuck out of them.
The Browns should be 3-0.
Yes, they should. They should be 3-0.
They should be 3-0, but this win is a statement win. Myles Garrett had 3.5 goddamn sacks.
Yeah.
Like, it's not fair. It's really not fair. Like, that defense is so fucking good. When this is the Browns that I'm saying, like, this team could possibly go to the Super Bowl and win if they keep playing like this, because they can stop the run. You can't just pass on them with their pass rush. And then when Deshaun Watson comes to play, if he gets the right massage before the game, he's going to be ready. Like, I'm being serious, but he's like, he looked great against the Titans. It just looks like, all right, this is what they traded for. Right. This is the guy.
Yeah.
Like, this is Deshaun Watson that I love it.
Yeah.
Like, everything is like, the receiving core looks good. Like, this is the Myles Garrett that we love. Like, this team is overall great.
Yeah. Yeah. And they just need to keep it going. They got good running backs still, obviously Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt on the team now. So like, it looks good for them. I mean, they have the tools. And then, like I said, so many fucking blowouts, dude. Like, it's just awful. Like the Bills and Commanders. This just shows you how much better the Bills and the Dolphins are above everybody else, because the Commanders beat the Broncos 35-33 last week, right?
I think
they both come into this and they get blown out, both of the teams.
I think it's just the AFC East.
AFC Beast and NFC Beast. I guess, dude. I don't know.
The Beast of the East.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know what it is, man. The Bills, they're so inconsistent, but like, this is what it looks like whenever they Can play
They're gonna
football.
beat the subpar to average teams.
Yes, they
And
will.
it's not those aren't the games that we look at anyway. We look at the games like against the Dolphins. What are they going to
Right.
do? I don't know if they're going to do against the Dolphins. What are they going to do against, certain teams, the Chiefs in the playoffs? Like, what are you going to do against those teams? Because, you know, like
Hmm.
granted the Jaguars had a bad game, but it's a division rival, but the Bills Jaguars, what do you think about that playoff game? If everybody's, fairly healthy, those types of things.
Yeah. Right.
Josh Allen will throw himself out of the game. We've
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah. I
We've
mean,
seen Trevor Lawrence do it too. But Trevor Lawrence has hell of a comebacks though.
yeah, they fucking do. But yeah, that just shows how good the Bills and the Dolphins, they're miles above these teams. Like, I mean, they're very good once they're playing on once they're performing on all cylinders, they are the best teams. Colts, they're so good, dude. They're surprisingly so good. And like the Ravens, like they are beating themselves in some of the aspects. Like I had one of my friends, he's a Ravens fan. He was saying the refs did. I was like, dude, it's not the fucking refs. I was like, the Ravens put themselves at the end of the game, sure, at the fourth, but
that
like,
was a
dude,
PI,
come on.
but you shouldn't be that close with a team without their starting quarterback.
Exactly fucking right.
But this is not the normal team. If you had some Joe Schmo at the backup quarterback position, Gardner can play. Gardner probably could start on a lot of teams, to be honest. So you didn't just get any other backup.
Right.
So, that's where they lost the game, in my opinion, where they kind of disrespected the Colts offense. Because that's kind of disrespectful. Like, hey, we're going to go for it. We're going to get it. And then they don't get it. And now the Colts are 2-1, and everybody else in the division is 1-2. And it's crazy because neither of us had the Colts winning the division.
No.
But that division is so inconsistent where I wouldn't be surprised if they did win the division.
It's anybody's game.
Yeah. Just like the NFC South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody's game. Patriots, Jets.
So the worst football of the weekend.
Yeah, you and I both picked this game correctly. The Jets are nothing without a good quarterback. They need a quarterback. Defensively, the Jets are so good. They didn't get any I don't think they got any sacks this week. But still, like they are a good team defensively. Offensively, they have weapons, not a quarterback. It's like hard to say that Zach Wilson is worse than Desmond. I would rather have Desmond Ridder at quarterback than Zach Wilson.
But the crazy thing is they're 1-2. The Colts have a good backup quarterback. Let's see. The Falcons have a decent backup quarterback.
Yeah, Taylor Heineke. We'll talk about this in a little bit, but Josh Dobbs seems to be a damn good fucking backup.
Mike White for the Dolphins is a good backup quarterback. Yeah. Let's see who else. Marcus Mariota for the Eagles is a good backup quarterback. Trey Lance is a good backup quarterback. Trey Lance, I think, has 1 or 2 more years left.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good backup quarterbacks out there that you could develop and do something with. I just don't. I think, but that's what I was going to say. I'm sorry. If they lose next week, I think they should just trade Ryan Tannehill. You're 1-3. It's not. You've already drafted 2 quarterbacks in the second round the last 2 years. It's time.
That would be a good landing spot for the Jets, dude. Getting Ryan Tannehill.
It's time to do something.
Yeah.
But just to sit here and keep dealing with, all this shit. Like, what are you going to keep building for? It's like the Tigers are trying to say, hey, we don't want to tank, but they're losing games. It's like,
yeah, no shit.
It's time to rebuild.
Yeah.
But that game was just so bad offensively.
Yeah, it was a bad game. Seahawks and the Panthers. The Panthers are a lot better with Andy Dalton than Bryce Young. And yeah, that's a rookie thing. I know. Bryce Young is like developing and stuff like that, but like Andy Dalton, he just can come in and sling the ball around and like they compete in games. Like you will compete in games if you have Andy Dalton. I I think he's proven that time and time again. Like the Saints obviously weren't that good last year, but like they still competed in a lot of football games that shouldn't have been when he was the starter. Um, Seahawks, I they're so fucking up and down. You don't know what you're gonna get out of them. They face a bad
Nope.
Panthers team. Let's be honest too.
Yeah, that's I think what the Seahawks need to do, I think it's next year. Of I don't like drafting a quarterback when I have a guy, but when you're
Mhm.
getting up in age, you got to do what the Packers did. You got to do what the Chiefs did. Hell, you got to do what the Eagles did. To draft
Carson Wentz
somebody.
wasn't even up in age either. Like
Yeah,
they
but
just
they
knew he
saw
was
the
on the way out. Yeah, they knew he was on
they
the way
saw the
out.
decline, and
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
time for maybe in the second, third, fourth round to develop a guy for the next couple of years. And people do it on fucking Madden. I don't understand how these GMs, they know they don't have the guy. They have a guy, and then they wait until the team's shitty to go draft a guy.
Stupid
It makes no
motherfuckers.
sense. You would rather have a guy that's developed 2 or 3 years in, he knows the system, but they just wait and then they're total rebuild like the Broncos.
You guys have been a rebuild for 7 years, 8 years
I wouldn't say rebuild. I think the first couple of years we were,
in denial.
yeah, like we went 9-7, 8-8, and then finally we just went to shit like 4-12, and then we traded Von Miller to the Rams, and then it's just like, what are we doing? Just what's going on?
Yeah, but yeah, Seahawks. They're going to be a just like a middle of the road team, dude. Like they're not going to be anything crazy, not giving anything great. Um, Chiefs and the Bears. Bears are fucked.
Well,
Chiefs
did you watch
are up 31
this?
point. I mean,
Yeah, this game was not as bad in the beginning. It was actually fairly close in the late first, and then the Chiefs got 27 points in the second quarter. And after that, like Justin
it was
Fields
dumb.
had 99 yards 99 yards passing, 47 yards rushing.
Dude, it's done for the Bears. The Bears are fucked. They're done. They're done. I like, yes, it was against the Chiefs, but you do, if you are a legitimate team, you don't get blown up like this. Like I will say that over and over again. You do not get blown up by teams like this if you're a legit team. And they just get blown out. They had all that shit with their defense coordinator and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like they're going through some issues internally too, but the Chiefs dominated. It's just kind of crazy. Big surprising game here, man. Cardinals Cowboys. That is crazy. Crazy game.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Crazy for who?
Yeah. Like what's crazy to me is that the Cowboys can go and blow out a team 40-0, win last week, this week. Like literally, like last week, everybody was saying the Cowboys were the best team in the league. They're Super Bowl bound. Remember, like a lot of people in the media have been. They've been talking so much about the Cowboys, how they're like, this is it.
I'm kind of like Chad Ochocinco. If you haven't played football, don't comment on football. The people that said that, they didn't play football because the Cowboys didn't play nobody. They haven't played anybody.
I said that they were legit. I thought they looked legit. And then this game, it's hard for me to say whether the Cowboys were the real big losers or if the Cardinals just played that well. I'm going to assume and say that this the good old Cowboys, what they always fucking do. They like to lose games like this, but the Cardinals got a little fight, dude. They got a little fight. Defensively, they got some fight for sure.
I don't think they're a bad football team. I think they're just tanking. I think what their thing is like, all right, let's beat the Cowboys. But I think they're not a bad football team by any means. I think they're the next couple of years, they're gonna have 2 first-round picks next year. And I think 2/3. I think they're gonna build this team up, build this defense up, get rid of goddamn Kyler Murray, and build this defense up and just rebuild. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think Kyler Murray if they get a top 5 pick, they're trading Kyler Murray. I'll tell you that right now. They're trading Kyler Murray. And I don't think that Caleb Williams out of USC, his dad, like that guy's making $4 million a year. So his dad doesn't want him to go to shit. So he has the ability, like, hey, I can just stay in school. if a shit team is available, that's like going to get the number one pick. So, which is probably the Bears. If they get number one picks back-to-back years and they don't try to trade down, I know they should trade down. Of course, I think they should trade down, but they have to do something. Arizona and the Bears, those two teams look bad, but at least the Cardinals look better when you watch them, but the Bears look terrible.
Right now, the Cardinals do look decent. Like, they look okay. They look like you said win some games. They're not going to blow anybody's doors off, but like they are going to win some fucking games, to be honest with you. But Cowboys, I'm not counting them out yet. This is the same old fucking team. They always do this bullshit. I think they're a legit team. It's just like you're going to lose some games, but this was a really bad game to lose.
This is the game they're supposed to win.
Yeah, no, agreed. Steelers, Raiders. Steelers with the win. Raiders tried coming back, but Jimmy Garoppolo had the worst game he's had this year for sure with throwing 3 picks. Devontae Adams went crazy though. Did you see any of his stuff?
No.
I
watched the first half.
He had like 13 receptions, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Like,
still the best receiver in football.
Fuck, man. And Josh Jacobs looked okay, like 17 carries. He had 62 yards. I mean, it's like, I don't know what's wrong with the Raiders. Like, they seem offensively just out of sync. And like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just Jimmy Garoppolo's fault or what it is, but they just don't seem right. But Steelers defensively still look good. TJ Watt, I mean, dude, they look fine. Like, TJ Watt's going to carry that team. Like, he's going to do what he can.
The Steelers they can make the playoffs. How the Ravens are playing, how the Bengals are playing, they can definitely make the playoffs.
Yeah. Not a lot to say, though. I really got much to say about these teams. I just don't. I don't know. Eagles, Bucks. Eagles defensively are elite, dude. They are. If they're not number 1, they're number 2 defense in the league behind, like, with the 49ers, hands down. Like, they are legit as fuck. They are so goddamn good.
Yeah, I can argue that. Well, technically, the Saints was the best defense before this week.
What? Fuck them. Who cares? Fuck the Saints. Who cares?
I'm just saying.
Who they faced.
They only gave up 1 touchdown before the game against the Packers, but
who gives a fuck? They haven't faced anybody. Who cares? Whatever.
But the thing is, I think the difference with the Eagles than the Cowboys are beating. I mean, the Eagles are beating the teams that they should beat.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys are losing against teams they should beat.
Yeah.
I think that Jalen Hurts played like shit against the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Decision making was rough. Yeah, it was raining. It was pouring rain. I mean,
listen, stop with the fucking excuses. His decision making this whole year has been shit. He's regressing with his decision making.
The first pick was obviously a big miscommunication with Devontae Smith and him. Devontae Smith ran a slant. He thought he was running a hitch. I don't know what it was. I don't know whose fault it was. Jalen Hurts is always going to say it's his fault, no matter what. Doesn't matter. And then the second pick he threw, like, I mean, sure, like, it like led to a safety, right? But like, that's still a really bad decision. What if the defense hasn't been doing that? Or if like bro, like, I felt like he threw into like double coverage there, and like the one throw he threw a touchdown, like, that was iffy too, man. Like, that touchdown throw was iffy as hell.
That was,
yeah, like
a lot of people are saying, like, at work, like, that's skill. I'm like, that was luck. That was luck.
He's strong as hell, and he threw the ball. Like, yes, that takes a lot of skill to throw. I agree with that, but like, the decision to throw that ball was not good, because like, it wasn't like he was wide open, dude. Like, and the guy, the defensive back just made a bad read on the ball and was not able to make a play on it. And so, like,
he jumped just a smidge too early,
and he couldn't come up with it. Yeah. But I mean, still, the funny thing is, guess what, D? We're talking about how bad the Eagles played, right? Like, we're talking about how offensively they didn't look that good. we still won that game 25-11. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, the Eagles are like taking control of these games, but they are not playing to the top level on offense. And guess what? I'm good with that right now. We're 3 weeks into the season, dude. I am so happy that we're not at the top of our game right now, because if we were at the top of our game right now and we looked that bad, that would be awful. I think that we're going to get better and better throughout the season offensively, and it's going to start clicking. Like, the play calls last night were a lot better than what they've been the last 2 weeks. So,
Well, the thing this year, Ryan, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the Rams could compete with you guys once they get Cooper Kupp back, of course. The Dolphins is going to be a great game. We probably should go out for that one. That's going to be a great game. The Cowboys, November 5th is going to be a good game. The Chiefs, when you guys play the Chiefs, that's going to be a great game.
I'll be there in Kansas City.
Oh shit, yeah, that's gonna be a good one. The Bills,
yeah, oh yeah, well, I'll be there.
49ers, then the Cowboys. This, I would say the Commanders, the Rams, the Jets. You guys should win those games. But when you guys get to the Cowboys, that's when the test starts. That's when you're like, all right, can they win the Super Bowl this year? Because if you guys, the Bills are going to be a great game. That's going to be a great game.
Yeah, I'm excited to see with the season. I mean, dude, like, yeah, I think we're a staple in the playoffs. We're going to make the playoffs, right? These games this season is going to be different from last season because, like, a lot of people said our strength of schedule was shit, blah blah blah, whatever. Now it's one of those, like, if the Eagles can prove themselves this year and show that we win games, like, I really do, like, our defense is the best defense in the league, in my personal opinion. I may be a little biased, but the thing is, like, the pressure that we can put on the quarterback is better than any other defense. Like, pressure wise, like, we have Jalen Carter, who is exceptional. He is literally exceptional. The best.
For the Patriots game. Except for the Patriots game.
Whatever. Who cares? That's the first game of the week one. Come on. Week one. He's a rookie.
Mac Jones is this close to beating y'all.
Fuck that bullshit. Who cares?
Just the toe. Because that toe down, they're getting
who gives a fuck about that bullshit? But we're winning games. That's all I care about. We're 3-0. I can't complain. There's nothing, like, offensively. Yeah, sure. Jalen Hurts not making the best decisions sometimes, but, like, all in all, he's still making all the great plays he normally does. He just has a couple more slip ups than normal, but that'll be fine. Bengals, Rams. Joe Burrow looked fucking rusty again, but then finally they started getting the ball to their best player on their fucking team, which they should, Jamar Chase. He should be getting the ball nonstop. And they finally did it.
They're giving him the ball. He's playing in the slot way more than he has ever did. I don't know what the issue is with their offensive line.
Remember last year they said that they, like, you know how much, like, they put all this into getting an offensive line, and, like, he just can't seem to get coverage. And, like, you can tell Joe Burrow is rusty as fuck, man. Like, he is hurting. And like I said, I'm gonna say this every week and probably until he comes back. I know what the dude's going through. I'm like, literally, I know. Like, my calf, I hurt that shit back in July, and it still doesn't feel right.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah, like, it still doesn't feel right. And, like, it shows. Like, he is limping around, dude. Like, I promise you, at that time, like, what, he got hurt back in August last year. Like, I mean, sorry, last month. So, like, yeah, basically a month and a half of recovery. I'm telling you, a month and a half recovery for me, like, it was still rough for me, dude. So, like, I can only imagine what he's going through, especially with the physical trainers he has. It's definitely accelerated for him more than it did for me. But, like, still, he's rusty. But, like, guess what? They won the game. They finally won their first game. And the Rams didn't do that great. The Bengals did play good defense against them.
I think Sean McVay defensively, or it's him and the defensive coordinator. I don't know who it is. I probably have to Google it. But the Rams look legit. I think once they get Cooper Kupp back with that Puka guy out of BYU, you can't cover both of them.
Right.
And he still got 5 catches, 72 yards, with the focus being all on him.
Yeah.
I think if they start clicking, because the Bengals still have 3 good, well, probably not the great, but they have 1 great receiver, 2 good receivers. They have a decent tight end, good running back. The offensive line is inconsistent, but they're not a bad team. That's a pretty good team, and the Rams are holding. They stay in the ball game with the 49ers. The Rams are looking good. I'm
Yeah.
really surprised with Sean McVay. I thought they were going to be tanking.
Yeah, I don't know. They came out and Matthew Stafford, I think he has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, obviously with him being hurt and stuff towards the end of the year last year, and they didn't have an ideal season, but like I think he's starting to play with a chip on his shoulder. The picks were rough, but like he was sacked 6 times. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got to give him some fucking credit for like what he had to go through in that game. Like but Bengals, obviously, they're going to do this stuff every single year in the beginning. And it doesn't matter what has happened. Joe Burrow could have been healthy as fuck. I guarantee it would have been the same results. They just start out the year so bad for whatever reason, and then they
The thing
finish.
is, though, historically speaking, when you look at the numbers, that can't be a consistent thing.
Yeah.
Starting off the people like, oh, that's normal. No, it's not. If you start off 0-2, I'm a Broncos fan. We start off 0-3. We're not making the playoffs. You don't get hot. That doesn't happen.
Right.
Like, and I tell people this: if they go 1-3, 1-4, they're not making the playoffs. So when I look at the Bengals, I'm like, let's look at their schedule coming up. They play
Shoot
the
it for me.
Titans. They could lose that game.
They're going to win that game.
You'd be surprised. I don't know. The Titans are inconsistent, but they play the Cardinals where they should be tanking. Then they play the Seahawks. That could be a loss. Then they play San Francisco,
That'll
the
be a
Bills,
loss. That'll be a
Texans.
loss.
That's what I'm saying. That's like then
Yeah.
they play the Texans, then the Ravens, Steelers, Jaguars, Colts, Vikings, Steelers, Chiefs. They have a hard schedule.
Mm-hmm.
They have a really hard schedule. You're not just going to win these games. Like the
Yeah,
Texans
no.
aren't tanking. Like they're competing. Like a lot of these teams are still competing. So it's not going to be a cakewalk like people think in teams past. Like the Ravens
Yeah.
look good. I just don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know. But no, another good week of football, D. Another good week.
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
damn good week.
even as a Broncos fan, you can appreciate what happened today. What happened this week.
All right, you guys. So myself and Ryan, it's time to do the draft. This week, we're going to be doing top 5 dynasties of all time. Ryan, I went first last week. It's your turn. Who's your first choice?
I don't feel like there's a better dynasty than this. They dominate. I mean, like the team they dominated for basically all the 90s. I mean, it if it wasn't for him leaving, they would have probably won those 2 off years too. But I'm gonna say the Bulls dynasty of the 90s has to be my number one pick.
Of course. Yeah, I can't argue that. That was going to be my first pick. It's hard. You can't argue it. You just can't argue it because they were so fucking dominant.
Yeah.
It's
By the way, I'm doing this off the dome. I didn't prepare for this draft.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
come
just
out and
thought,
say it.
okay.
I have nothing in front of me. I didn't look up anything. I'm here. This is raw. I'm raw
So
dogging it.
if
As
you're
they
going to
like
go
to say.
there, I have to go with the Patriots.
Yeah.
I have to go with the Patriots. I just have to.
Yeah. I'm writing these down so I don't fucking forget too. All right. Cool. Yep. Patriots. Yeah. I mean, you can't
Let me know when
beat
you're
that.
ready because you're going to like this one.
Okay. Shoot it.
2010s Alabama football.
Alabama. Wow.
There's no argument there.
No.
Whoever argues that, we've never seen that happen in our lifetime. Just
No.
for one team consistently in college. No.
That's they're insane. Like the amount of things that they won there during the 2010s, like it was just insane. Like they were, and all the NFL people they put out like during the time too, like it was just crazy. Like Julio Jones, like that was nuts, absolutely nuts. But Alabama, no, that's good. Number 2, fuck, man. because you basically took. Well, I figured you were going to take the Patriots. I figured you were going to do that. I really don't want to. I want to diversify, but like I feel like there's one other one I don't want to let slip up because it was
Say it.
definitely the second. It was definitely the second best NBA dynasty that I can remember anyway. Like that I can like am thinking of right now, but it's got to be the Celtics in the Bill Russell era. Like it's got to be
Oh
too
shit.
many fucking. I mean, that's too many championships for it to not be one of the best dynasties ever. Like that cemented themselves in being one of the like prestigious franchises of all time. The Celtics, yeah, definitely Bill Russell era back when he was in for the Celtics. Got me in my next one. Now I said, dude, I really I gotta diversify. I'm gonna diversify. I'm gonna get away from the NBA. I'm gonna go into the NFL. I'm gonna go and say the 49ers dynasty in the 90s, Joe Montana, and then into Steve Young. I'm gonna say 49ers 90s is gonna be my next one.
Late 80s, 90s. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like that right there was one of the best times for their franchise for sure. And they had some slumps, but like they overall were really good.
No,
So
I'm gonna
I like
I'm
that.
gonna I'm gonna give you one that you're gonna love.
Okay, shoot it.
Because when I was a kid, I only saw this on ESPN how they dominated. I thought they were like, basically like the fucking Bulls in the 90s.
Okay.
The fucking women's basketball for Connecticut. They were those chicks could
Yukon,
fucking play
Yukon
basketball.
women. You
Fucking
know, like I don't even know how many years. Like I felt like there was this because they went. How many years did they go undefeated? D. Do you know?
a
I
few, a
dude, like it was
few.
insane. Yeah, I just remember them just being okay. So women's Yukon, put that in there. No, yeah, you're right. Like that right there. Wait, D, way to diversify, man. We support females on this, don't we?
Come on now.
We support
WNBA.
females. Come on now.
Love gambling on the WNBA as well. Make some money. And
I love it. Number 4, what do you got?
come on now. You know I'm a Yankees fan. You know I'm a Yankees fan.
Come on.
The Babe Ruth era for like I
Yeah.
think it's like the 20s and
Whatever the
30s,
hell it was. Yeah, I
whatever
know.
the hell it was just steroid baseball, fucking weed, gambling, cocaine. It's just that's baseball. Steroids. Everyone's on steroids. It's cool.
Yeah,
Shit, I
I mean
love that baseball.
you
That
can't
was that was some of the best baseball.
you can't fight that. You can't. That's a good one, dude. That's a really good one. I can't seem to get away from the fucking NBA. I just like for some reason all like right now all I'm thinking about is the NBA. I've got to go the Lakers, Magic Johnson era. I have to go Magic Lakers is going
Okay.
to be my next one. Um, it has to be. There's no doubt in my mind.
I like
Five
that.
champ,
You can't really argue that.
five championships, and they lost a couple. What? How many did they lose to the Celtics? 3 or 4? Was
I
it
think yeah, I think it's three.
three to
Yeah.
Larry Bird? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I mean,
The
it
Great
can't.
White Hope.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, fuck, it's just too good. Like, it was just 5 championships, too good. Last one, dude. I really want to try to. I was really I had the Yankees on my like in my thought process after like doing all this. They were definitely in my top. I
So
was thinking
there's
about
a
picking. I was thinking about
there's
picking them over the 49ers.
I'm gonna be
And
honest with you, Ryan. There's a few eras for the Yankees where they dominated, not just the
I
20s
know,
and
I
30s.
know, I know. We could say the Jeter bullshit. I don't. I'm not doing all that. Dude,
I'm not gonna say it because I have three on the top of my head, and I just want you to guess.
you're good. I'm. It's one of those. You know
You
what?
should know this one.
We're going recency. We're gonna go recency bias here. We're gonna go. I've got 4 fucking NBA dynasties. This is stupid, but we're Warriors
Oh, of course.
2010.
I've waiting. If you're gonna focus on the NBA, that should
I
be the
gotta get them.
first
Yeah, I know. I know.
one.
2010s Warriors gotta be. That's it. What's your
And
last
for my
pick?
last one, we're gonna stay in basketball.
Okay.
The Spurs dynasty is one of the best dynasties ever it should probably be higher on my list. We've never seen a dynasty like that. They didn't get lucky. They just drafted right, developed, and it turned into a dynasty.
The amount of 50-win seasons that
We'll never
Greg
see that
Popovich,
again.
like the streak, I think it was 17 seasons
Well, I
straight.
think it's like, yeah, it's like it's close. It
18,
was
18
18 or
maybe,
19.
17. So it's one of those. It's definitely up there. It's like you won't see that again. That won't happen. It won't happen. Um, that was just insane. Like he was just crazy.
It's ridiculous. It's like you knew they were going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
It just now was like, all right, how far are they going to go?
Yeah. Yeah. My honorable mention, one of them I was thinking about doing was the Shaq Kobe
Oh,
dynasty.
well,
I
my
didn't.
honorable mention was the 70s Steelers.
Oh yeah, with
Mean Joe Green.
yeah, and then oh my God, Terry
Um,
Bradshaw.
yeah, like that team,
Yeah,
those
that's
teams were
they
shit.
yeah, they had like three, what, he won like three Super Bowls. Pretty good. That's a pretty good
Yeah.
span. Pretty good span. No, I like that. That's pretty good. So, all right, so recap. I've got the Bulls of the 90s, Michael Jordan Bulls, the Bill Russell Celtics, Joe Montana, Steve Young, 49ers, Magic, Lakers, and Warriors, Steph Curry, Clay, Draymond, with a side of Kevin Durant. It's pretty good. You've got Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, one of the best dynasties ever. That's just insane. Alabama was insane. UConn women's, just
Dominance.
Yankees. They won countless fucking World Series, and then the Spurs. I mean, just dominant play. Is just good. These, I mean,
Dominance.
we picked some fucking good dynasties, dude. Like these were pretty solid. I mean, I wish I would have picked the Yankees early because I don't think you would have picked the 49ers.
No, I wasn't thinking of the 49ers. I definitely was thinking of the Yankees, though. Because
Yeah.
I was thinking in my head, like Miami Heat, we have a spurt, but I want to call it a dynasty.
Yeah.
The Broncos, we won at the tail end of the 90s, but other than that, we lost a lot of Super Bowls. But other than that, I was just like, no. But the Yankees for sure. I'm like, we've won a lot.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, D. It's that time. Week 3. We both did pretty bad in picks. Well, that's false. You fucking suck. I'm
I went
consistent.
9-7.
I'm
I can still make
consistent.
the playoffs with 9-7.
I'm consistent, but it's that time. We got the old fucking roulette wheel time, baby. Okay.
That's the funniest shit.
I went 10-6. You went 9-7. That means I got 10 picks. 10 pickaroons, dude. I'm gonna go and start out with. I've got to go. We won last time with lucky number 7. I'm going number 7 again. We're gonna go 28 again. I feel like those are locks. I'm gonna take 35. We're gonna go 14. I'm gonna go 21. 5. Number 1. Let's go 12. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Let's go 23 and 30.
All right, give me 24,
Okay.
23.
I've got 23.
Ah, shit. Give me number 3.
Okay.
Give me 13.
Okay.
Give me 27.
Okay.
Give me 32.
Okay.
Give me number 4.
Yep.
How many chips I have left?
You've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 3 more.
Okay, give me 21. 21.
I've got
21.
20. I've got 21. 21 Savage.
Yeah.
I got him. Yep.
Oh,
Sweet.
shit. Give me 18 because I love them 18.
18. Come on now.
All right, and give me 34.
34. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. I was about to say, I think we were off one.
All right, and give me 22 for Jimmy
22.
Butler.
22. Okay, D. And like we said in the last one there, if you guys didn't catch that, we will do 3 rolls every single week. We pick our numbers. Whoever gets the most right that week, we get to go first and pick first. We are actually currently tied 2-2 on the rolls. So if it rolls and there's no number, nobody gets it. We move on. 3 possible points, not guaranteed. All right. D, drum roll, please. I forgot the fucking ball, dude. I was looking around for the ball. I couldn't find it. God damn it, dude. These little balls, man. I'm telling you. I know you'd love these balls right in your mouth.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
God damn it.
Fat fuck.
All right, D. We're getting it rolling right now. First number is number 15. No one. Fuck, dude.
Of course.
God damn it.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, we fucking suck. We pick 19 numbers of this board out of 36 and we can't get one.
That's fucking ridiculous.
God damn it. All right, next one. Next one is number 32. That is yours, D'Angelo. God damn it. 32 for D.
Ah.
Fuck. All right, last one here. Shit. If I can actually throw it into the fucking thing. 24 is also D'Angelo's number. No. No. D'Angelo has taken a fucking 2 lead. Are we just gonna fucking just every week 2s? Fuck this.
I should have chose 15.
Fuck this hat.
Should have chose 15. But I'll take that gladly.
Fuck this fucking hat.
I would like to thank my mom. I would like to thank my dad on the win. And let's do it again next week.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
That's what winners do. I'm like Tom Brady. I'm gonna be humble.
All right, and for the first time, we're actually going to share this time our picks with everybody. We've been kind of disorganized here with our picking lately, so we're like, you know what, fuck it, we're just going to do it all together. Let's just knock it all out together. So, all right, D.
It's we got the Lions and the Packers, Ryan.
Give me. Oh shit. Holy shit. Give me the Lions.
Me as well. I'll take the Lions.
Okay. I'm gonna put yours down as well. Lions.
Now we have the Falcons and Jaguars. This is the London game.
Toy Story. That's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah, I want this. I want the Jags, though. I want the Jags.
I'm going Falcons myself. I have picked the Falcons, I think, every single week so far. So
fuck the Falcons.
All right.
Colts, Rams. I got the Rams. I'm sorry. I have the Rams.
I'm with the Rams as well. I already wrote it down. All right, next game.
Ravens, Browns. I want the Browns.
I'm actually taking the Ravens here.
How about that one? Vikings, Panthers.
This is a get-right game.
Yeah, Vikings. But, just don't know.
You picking Vikings?
Yeah, I'm picking the Vikings. Just really don't
You
know.
Feel rough about it. You don't feel good.
You don't feel right picking them.
All right, I'm ready for next one.
All right, Bengals, Titans.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
The Bengals. The Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buccaneers and Saints.
Shit. I really don't know. Bucks just got their ass. Give me the Saints. Give me the Saints.
I picked the Buccaneers. Dolphins and the Bills. This is the matchup of the week. Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I am with you on the Dolphins. I am not sold that the Bills can win this game yet.
I just think that if it gets close, Josh Allen may throw them out of the game.
All right. Broncos and the Bears. This is a shit matchup. Shit.
A tie.
Yeah, tie. If you want to, I'll legit do a tie if you get it. We'll give
I
you.
will say Denver, though. I say Denver. They should win this game, but if they lose this game, I'm just committing suicide at this point.
I'm so torn up about this game. The Broncos have fucked me this year so far. I've said Broncos country, let's ride several times. I haven't said the Bears name yet. Maybe I gotta go Bears.
In the last 3 years.
I'm going Bears. I'm Bears country. Let's ride. Eagles Commanders. You better fucking pick right. Don't be stupid.
The Eagles.
That's a for sure. That's a for sure pick for me. I don't care if they might win or lose. Steelers and the Texans.
It should be the Steelers.
You're picking Steelers? Close. Me too. I'm with you.
And then the Raiders and Chargers. I got the Chargers.
Yep, me too. I feel like these are pretty self-explanatory so far.
Oh, then the 49ers and Cardinals. 49ers, of course.
I already knew. I was just writing it in at that point.
Patriots, Cowboys. Want to say Cowboys. I really do. But I'm going to say Patriots.
I went Cowboys.
Chiefs, Jets.
I'm already on it. I've already got mine.
Yeah, of course, the Chiefs.
Okay. I didn't think so.
If it's so funny because they should change. Why is this a Sunday night game?
I don't fucking know. It's gonna because Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Seahawks and the Giants.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's pretty bad.
Okay.
All right, you guys. So my name is D'Angelo Laws. This is Ryan Robbins. And this is another episode of the Black and the White podcast. Have a great weekend, you guys.
Yeah, guys, take care. See ya.